Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's your friend Carlo here, and welcome back to the Successful Mindset with Carlo Trujillo. If you're new to the channel, this is where we talk about sales, marketing, and of course, successful mindset habits that you can implement in any business. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 of my favorite habits that you can implement in any business, no matter what it is that you do, what industry you're trying to dive into. These are key fundamental habits that I highly suggest everyone implement. I highly suggest you pull out a notebook, take some screenshots, whatever it is that you got to do to retain this value. What this value is intended for, it's intended to help you stay focused. It's intended to help you stay sharp. More importantly, it's intended to help you develop mental toughness. Now let's dive in. So my first favorite habit that I implement on a daily basis is time management. A lot of people, they just kind of wake up and just go on about their day without really factoring in, how much time they have to dedicate to each thing that it is that they're doing. Are they spending too much time somewhere? Are they spending too little time somewhere? The best thing that I always recommend for people to do, just like you have a budget with your finances, you know exactly how much you spend on gas, how much you spend on groceries, how much you save or you invest, you always know what remainder is left over for fun money. That's the exact same thing that you want to do with your time. Do not take your time for granted. You have to wake up. Don't hit the snooze button whatsoever. You have to maximize every single minute as much as you possibly can just to maximize every opportunity. My second habit that we're going to talk about today, I firmly believe in, and that's eliminating music while commuting to work. As I drive to work, to and from work actually, I no longer listen to music in my car whatsoever. I either listen to a podcast, I listen to an audiobook from Audible, but I eliminate all music as I'm driving to and from work. Especially if you have a 30-minute drive, 45-minute drive, I promise you, this is so impactful. And the reason why I say that is because when you're listening to different podcasts and audiobooks as opposed to music, you're consuming all that value that they're giving you, and you're consuming it for free. So when you listen to podcasts and audiobooks instead of music, you're staying business minded, right? You're driving to work thinking about that next deal. You're thinking about that next sale. You're thinking about that next person you can help. Music can sometimes tend to be a distraction. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against music whatsoever. I love listening to music, especially in the gym. It fires me up, it motivates me. But there's a time and a place for everything. And I think when you're commuting to work, you need to stay as sharp and business-minded as possible. And the best way to do so is listening to podcasts and audiobooks of people just kind of giving you their different strategies and tips and habits and what they implement, in their business and their day-to-day life and how they became successful. Once you're consuming all that, that's all you're thinking about, and you want to implement that as much as possible. Habit number 3 is become an active reader, right? And what I mean by an active reader is you actually read physical books. Yes, audiobooks are extremely helpful, and I rely on them when I commute to and from work. But when I'm at home and I have, an extra hour or so to distribute, I would rather put it into a physical book rather than an audiobook. And what I mean by an active reader, I don't mean you have to read, 100 pages in 15 minutes. No. What I mean by being an active reader is you actually take your time as you're reading the book. You have a highlighter handy with you so you can highlight all the takeaways, maybe circle some words that you don't know, write down your own notes. Sometimes what I like to do is keep another journal handy so I can write in my journal what I'm learning from the book. But if you don't have a journal, even just highlighting the book alone itself, it's really going to be beneficial to you, because just like the content that you're consuming from the podcast and the audiobooks, you're seeing it on paper, right? So when you read it, it hits you just that much harder. When you have a bookshelf full of books that have highlighted pages and stuff, whenever you have a day where you're just like, man, you're kind of in this funk, you need a little bit of value, you think back on a book that you read that put you in a great place, pick that book up, skim through some pages, you'll see all the highlighted takeaways, and it's gonna help you start your day off feeling refreshed, feeling with some value and ready to really dominate the day. Habit number 4 is focusing on personal growth and holding yourself accountable. Now that's a really, really broad habit, and the reason why is because there's so many little mini habits that go into that would have made this video an hour long. So maybe in the future, I'll make a video just dedicated to this one topic. If you guys would like that, leave it in the comment section below. But to kind of sum it up for you, focusing on personal growth and holding yourself accountable is anything that's gonna make you a better version of yourself. Holding yourself accountable means doing whatever it takes. Whatever it is that you aspire to do that's gonna make you a better version of you. If you wanna make a better salesperson, that means, maybe coming in on your day off. maybe coming in and making an extra 20 phone calls, coming in and really fighting for that client that's on the edge, that may or may not, want to move forward, giving them every single rebuttal that you possibly can until you conquer that sale, or it can also mean, with your personal life of you, whatever it is that you have, with your health and fitness goals, it might be holding yourself accountable to a strict nutrition plan. It might be holding yourself accountable with your workout routine, anything that's going to push you and motivate you to grow. It's something that I'm highly obsessed with at this time of my life right now, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to make you better is you. You're the one who's going to desire, you're the one who's going to motivate yourself, you're the one who's going to have the determination, the dedication, and you're the only one that can stop yourself. These are all things that you have to tell yourself in the mirror. How bad do you want this? How much do you want to succeed? What are you willing to do? Hold yourself accountable to make it happen. The fifth habit is creating and maintaining momentum. Now, momentum is a powerful, powerful beast that can truly, truly help you in any area of your business. Particularly, let's talk about sales. Momentum is something that you want to create it, as fast as possible. The beginning of the month, boom, you want to make a sale fast. At the end of the month, you want to keep that momentum rolling. Momentum is something that, it's like a snowball effect. Once you start making, a sale, 2 sales, 4 sales, you just want to keep that momentum ball rolling, because once it stops, it can melt really fast. Momentum breeds self-confidence. Lack of momentum breeds self-doubt. Lack of momentum, that'll break your month. That honestly, I hate to say it, but it breaks the mentally weak. When you lack momentum, it has you feeling self-doubt. It has you feeling, am I even right for this job? Am I even a good salesperson anymore? Am I still cut out for this? And I feel like every salesperson's been there at least one point in their life. You'd be lying if you said you didn't. In over half a decade of sales experience, I've had my fair share of those moments where it's, the end of the month and I'm far behind on what my quota was, and I can't close a sliding door, and I'm questioning myself, am I still cut out for this? The answer is yes, you are. You're just lacking the confidence because you ran out of momentum, right? You got comfortable once you made that first sale and you let the momentum melt away like a snowball in the sun, right? You have to keep that momentum going. If you can create it, maintain it, and master it as early as possible, you're just gonna set yourself up for major success. No matter what you do in the future, no matter where you go, if you know how to create and maintain momentum, you're unstoppable. If there's anything you would like me to elaborate on, if there's anything you would like me to explain in great detail, leave it in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, that way you can be notified every single time I drop a video like this. Again, Successful Mindset, this channel is dedicated to sales, marketing, and of course, successful mindset habits you can implement in any business that you're in. For more content, you can follow me on Instagram at Carlo Trujillo Real Estate. You can also find me on Facebook and LinkedIn by searching Carlo Trujillo. I'm constantly on there. I'm constantly posting content. So just feel free to give me a follow, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, just let me know that you're watching, all right, guys? If there's anything specific you would like to see, let me know. Other than that, guys, until the next video.